Yo, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to your morning show, Urban Revolution Radio.
Your morning show.
You know what I mean? That's how we're pronouncing it now.
Hey, that's what's up, homie.
Yeah, it's a new generation. It's your morning show anyway. We doing this for y'all to entertain y'all. You know, it's for us too. I like doing it.
Right, I like doing it.
But we like doing it for y'all.
Right.
So it's your morning show with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks on Live 99, broadcasting live from the Evans Motors Studios. Evans Motors is located on the corner of New York and Riverside Avenues here in Evansville. It's the home of the buy here, pay here vehicle. Great financing plans, great vehicles out there. I've got multiple vehicles from them myself that was trying to build my credit up back in the day, and I'm telling you, it's a great way to do that. And if you use promo code NINO, N-I-N-O, you get $100 off your next purchase over there at Evans Motors. And want to say thanks to Loudberry's Clothing. They just sent us another shipment of the t-shirts and everything.
Okay,
so,
got 3X in there, Jack?
Oh, I got the 3X
That's
for
what's
you.
happening,
I got the 3X for you. And then I got them in there for you. So you can check out the link on how to get you some Loudberries at loudberries.com. Got a great show lined up for you. Got our Artist of the Week interview with Kona Banz. Got the replay of that coming up. Kona Banz was one of the first artists we had.
Yes, he was.
Here on the morning show. I mean, we got 4 songs. His newest one is Last Dayz.
That's a nice song.
Man, all the songs.
It's a deep song, man.
You know what I mean? You got to check it out. And he's only 17 years old.
Only 17, you know, and an entrepreneur.
And an entrepreneur. Got the food, got the clothing, got the music.
Right.
So check support and love for my man Kona Banz. Got his interview coming up in a little bit. Plus, I got a movie review of Black Widow.
Okay.
Got a chance to see Black Widow yesterday. With
you got Black Widow, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a chance, to check that out. You know what I mean? So we'll tell you about that in a little bit. Plus, Kanye West is coming under a little fire and scrutiny for a confession that he apparently made on this new Donda album.
People are late, homie. You know what I'm saying, man? Those people that are late, man, late. I've been knowing, homie.
Hey, you know, but when you're only guessing until it comes out your mouth. And we'll tell you what that confession is in a little bit. Plus, Drake reveals Certified Lover Boy features that's going to be on the new album. We'll tell you who's going to be a featured act on Certified Lover Boy.
It drops tomorrow.
Yeah, it drops out tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, bet.
So, and then I can tell you, I lost a little bit of respect for Joe Rogan, the comedian and / MMA commentator and practitioner. But man, you know, as I say, he's a comedian, and sometimes you can't take comedians too seriously. You know what I mean? When they start saying stuff politically, but I tell you why I lost a little bit of respect for Joe Rogan and a little bit, Joe. Plus, here in Evansville, Toyota is partnered with the AARP to help improve COVID vaccine accessibility. I'll tell you how in a little bit. Plus, Indiana reports a new COVID death in the area counties with 228 new cases of COVID-19.
Well, that's worse than a regular COVID, homie.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's getting bad out here. We'll tell you just how bad in a little bit. But you got a great show lined up for you. It's Friday, y'all. It's your morning show with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks on Live 99. Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino on Live 99. Let me know what you want to hear. 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. And if you are an independent artist or entrepreneur, you want to get your music heard on the only station in the tri-state that supports local artists, all you have to do is send us an email with a clean MP3 version of your music to ninoincognito@gmail.com. And if it's on point, we'll show you as much love as humanly possible, just like our next independent artist of the week, Kona Banz out of Minneapolis. What's good, Kona?
How's it going?
Chilling, man. You're one of the first artists, one of our first independent artists that we started playing on the station back in the day, man. Been showing love. Hey, I'm glad to see you still doing it, man. Just got that new song, Last Dayz, man. That's hot. What's the influence behind that?
Man, I ain't even gonna lie. I was going through some things, some real like tribulation. So I had to sit down and just think about life, put it on the track.
For sure. I mean, we got Reasons was one of the first ones we put in. Then we got Vibe. Then we got the GOAT. I like the GOAT. I mean, when I first heard that song, I'm like, yeah, this gonna catch up. This gonna catch on real hot. But then you drop Last Days. I'm like, and you just keep dropping the hot ones. Are you planning them like that in your head, or do they just come out in the studio when you start laying them down?
I don't even know. I think it's just like when I do my songs, I do it off emotion. So how I'm feeling right then and there, that's how I write a song. And most of the time, I ain't even had no time to write a song. It's just been like freestyling the whole song, and you listen to it at the end, it's like, oh yeah.
Hey, but you keep making that heat, man. You keep making that heat. So for those of y'all that don't know about Kona Banz, he's straight out of Minneapolis. How old are you?
17. I'll be 18 in the month, November 4th.
For sure. And you say you got a daughter too, right?
Yeah, her birthday November 28th.
All right around the corner. Yeah, man. So you got a lot of stuff to do to keep the rap game going for you. Got a lot of music, got a lot of influence behind you. Got the baby girl you're trying to do it. So how long you actually been doing the music thing?
Let's see. I'd say about 3-4 years. I started 12. I started a clothing business, and I was with this nonprofit, and I had got sent to California for a week. And what it was is you go like get like the business aspect of like technology and like banking, and like it just gives you like a little, I don't even know how to put it, just a little experience on like what you want to do when you get older.
Right, starting to be a young entrepreneur program.
Yeah, and what I did was when we went to all these banks in California, you gotta think about it. I'm 13 years old at this point in California by myself, no parents, no nothing. So I would pull the banks to the side, like little investors to the side, and I give them my business pitch.
Hey, the hustle is the hustle, man. No matter how young you are, that's how you got to do it, man.
That's what I did. So when I got back to Minnesota, like 2 days later, I went outside and I see a newspaper on my front step, and I was in the newspaper. I'm like, look, that's what greatness brings. Got to keep it going. Can't stop now. This is the beginning.
You know what I mean? You can't. You've been doing this since that's been about 4 years now. So if you could say if anybody was a musical influence, because I can honestly say I can't put you, I won't even want to put you in the box. I can't say you sound like the next nobody or nothing. You got an individual, unique style, all on your own, and I respect that and I love that. Like I say, we are the home of the independent artists and entrepreneurs, especially those with their own style. But I know most people do have some kind of musical influence, music that they grew up on. So what would you say your main musical influence is?
That song 50 put out, I'm the Man?
Yeah.
I used to listen to that every day when I went to school on repeat.
That was your theme song, huh?
So I listen to that, man. I'm like, look, man, I'm the man. If anybody else can do it, I used to tell myself, look, no matter how old you is, if somebody else can do it, you can do it.
You know what I mean?
You can accomplish.
Yes, you can. So who produces the music for you?
I had, let's see, I didn't did it myself. Let's see. That Last Days, I produced that myself.
Oh, you do your own beats too? All right, man, he got to look just like Max. Got to do the lyrics and he got the beats, got the in-house studio. So do you do most of your own music or do you collaborate with other producers sometimes?
I do collaboration sometimes, not all the time though.
You said you produced Last Days yourself. What about the GOAT? Is that your beat?
I did. That was So what I did was I had my producer. I gave him like a little business aspect and like a sound I want to hear, and he make it happen.
For sure. It look like y'all. You sound like y'all got a nice little tag team going on, man. Because the beats is hot, the music, the production is tight, the lyrics is tight, man. You know what I mean? And I can tell that the music is coming from the heart. You know what I mean? The songs are not, extremely long. They're real short. Most of them are under like 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes long, but they straight to the point and you can feel them. You know what I mean? Like when I first heard Reason, Give Me a Reason to Tell You I Love You. You know what I mean? I like the way that the song was going. And then the vibe, and then you came out with the GOAT. Now this newest one, The Last Day, the video, I just saw that on YouTube. Can you tell people where they can find you on YouTube?
Kona Banz. Kona Banz. me on YouTube.
Just search Kona Banz, KONABANZ. Say it again.
I said just Kona Banz is on all platforms.
Okay, so they find you everywhere. You on you on Spotify, YouTube, all that good stuff.
Everywhere. You can't miss it.
For sure, for sure. You got any shows coming up? Anything upcoming for you?
I actually got a show in Miami September 4th.
And where's that gonna be at?
Let me go check and see. And then I know it's another show. What's it? December 31st in Los Angeles.
Oh, so you going from coast to coast, huh?
Huh?
I say you going from coast to coast. You gonna go from Miami to California, going coast to coast, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, so what's give me the details. Tell the people the details about the shows in Miami, because like I said, we broadcast nationwide. We're internet online radio station, so we broadcast in California, Miami. We got DJs down there in Miami right now. Actually, one of our DJs is stationed down that way. You know what I mean? Might have y'all hook up when y'all go down there.
Did you catch that?
Now, say it again.
I said when I'm in my September 4th, we at the Wolves Den.
The Wolves Den?
Yeah.
And that's in Miami?
Yeah.
All right, and what's the one that you say you got another one in December in California? Which one is that?
Let me see where that's at. Let me check. Yeah, it's another one in Los Angeles. They ain't even found a venue yet, I don't think.
All right, well, when you get that information, send it to me, man, because we're going to promote you. We're going to tell the world about you. You know what I mean? Like I said, you was one of the first independent artists that actually we got music from when we started the radio station, so we're going to keep showing you as much love as we possibly can, for real, for real. So y'all be on the lookout for Kona Banz. Latest one coming out right now is Last Dayz. You can check it out on all the social media platforms, all the music platforms. Especially check out the video on YouTube right now. I'm telling you, it's a banger. It touches your heart, for real, for real. So you can check that out. That's Kona Banz, KONABANZ, one of our first independent artists of the week this week, man. I want to thanks for keeping us in the loop, man, and keep giving us that music, and let us know where you're gonna be, man, so we can tell the world. All right.
I got you.
All right, good deal, man.
At Maplewood Mall today, I got a sipping shop out here in Minnesota. We're having a sipping shop from 7:45 to 9 to 10.
You said a fitness shop?
A sipping shop. So me and my uncle, we got this little boutique, we sell suits and things.
Oh, okay.
Come use some wine while you shop.
All right, well, so what's the name of that? What's the location of that?
It's at Maplewood Mall.
And y'all just gonna be posted up at Maplewood Mall? What is it? Is it a storefront, or y'all just posted up?
No, it's a storefront. Storefront called Bread.
Bread?
Yeah.
All right, well, y'all be on the lookout. If y'all out that way, Kona and his uncle, they're gonna be doing their thing. Got the merch on sale, and don't forget to check out the music. All on all the social media platforms and all the music platforms, Spotify, YouTube, all of that. You got like I say, we play Reasons, Vibe, and the Go in constant rotation right now. And I just added Last Dayz to the rotation, so you can be sure to check that out on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Urban Revolution Radio. Kona Banz, straight out of Minneapolis, our independent artist of the week. And if you want to be considered to be our next independent artist of the week, all you have to do is send your clean MP3 version music to ninoincognito@gmail.com. And if it's on point, we'll show you as much love as humanly possible, just like Kona Banz out of North Minneapolis. Thanks for kicking it with me, Kona, man. We'll check you on the next one, man.
Yes, sir. Give me a call. I'm always going to pick up for you.
I got you. Good looking. It's the Your Morning Show with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks on Live 99. Let us know what you want to hear at 812-303-5018 on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Live999WJCB. Broadcasting live from the Evans Motors studios. Evans Motors located on the corner of Riverside and New York Avenues here in Evansville on the southeast side. Give them a call, pay them a visit online, give them a go in person. Tell them Nino sent you. Use promo code Nino and you get $100 off on your purchase upon completion. I got a couple cars from them. I'll tell you, they won't do you wrong. I'm telling you, good cars, quality financing, and they work with you to help you build up your credit, all of that good stuff. So, got a great show lined up for you. Don't forget about your chance to win DC Young Fly tickets coming up in a little bit. Got your last chance to win a pair today. DC Young Fly coming to the Victory Theater here in Evansville this Sunday, September the 5th. Get ready to laugh your butts off and win a pair of tickets. Got your last chance to win a pair of tickets later on today. Kanye West coming up with a little scrutiny, a little backlash, little fire
since Sunday, Jack.
You know, I'm telling you, it ain't one thing after another. He's staying in the eye.
People are keeping his name in their mouth. You not once seen Kanye in the public's eye since he released that album.
He's stayed in the public. He lived in the public. He didn't live in the
now,
stadium.
though, since he released that album, though, guess what?
Oh, but he trying to act like he mad now that they released that album early and all that stuff. Come on, now. Come on, that's just just like Trump say, make him say your name 1,000 times.
I know that's right, Jack.
So on his album, apparently he's confessed to being unfaithful to Kim Kardashian after the birth of their second child. They say Kanye West cheated on Kim after she welcomed their first two kids, according to page6.com. It said it was the inspiration for the new song Hurricane. You remember that? You remember the lyrics?
Yes.
It say multiple sources confirm the meaning behind the telling of the telling lyrics in the track, which West released with plenty of fanfare and controversy. It say the song is, in a way, his testimony of everything he did wrong and taking accountability for their marriage breakdown. Which I told you, this whole album felt like a confession in itself. Right. It was him trying to get a whole bunch of stuff off his chest. Like he's sitting in a confession booth with the pastor, with the reverend.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
You know what I mean? And just he's telling it all.
Right. So once it's out, bro, nobody else can hold Jack over your head.
I mean, nobody really can hold nothing over his head. Anyway,
right. But, for people that have been wondering all this time,
you know what I mean?
The rumors and things that nature is out in the open.
We'll see. This was more of a spiritual based sound. A lot of people saying it sounded real gospelish.
Right. Right.
Real, whether it's sanctified.
It wasn't sanctified, man, but it was churchy.
Yeah. With the horn, like the chords, deep chords, organs almost, the vocals, heavy chorus type vocals, it's almost like he was trying to take people to church, he's making this little confession. So it's in the song, Kanye says, "Here I go acting too rich, here I go with a new chick, and I know what the truth is, still playing after two kids."
hey, it's out in the open, Tiny
it's
Taylor,
a lot
baby.
to digest when you live life always moving. You know what I mean? So, and that's that one little line right there. Here I go with a new chick, after two kids. Still playing after two kids. And I'm trying to. Who was he? Was he being seen with anybody? I don't remember him being
except
seen.
For that model that they showed. And
right, but that was after the divorce. That was this February.
They didn't get divorced.
It's filed. It's filed.
But she's holding on to that.
She didn't take it back. They got a lot of stuff to divide, though.
Right, a lot of stuff, man. A lot of assets.
It took me longer to get divorced on my first marriage than I was actually married to my first wife, actually living with her.
Right.
That divorce process ain't nothing nice, dude. Ain't nothing.
Do like I did.
You ever been married?
Yeah, do like I did.
What'd you do?
Get the same damn lawyer and split everything down the middle. Cost me $300 some, bro.
I mean, that's easy to do when you low income. Like there ain't really much to split.
No, we weren't
I went down, but I went down to the courthouse.
We weren't low income. We just went to the.
You ain't had no $1 billion.
No, I didn't have no damn.
That's what I'm talking about. And just thinking, but how long did it take your process to actually go through?
A few weeks. I put myself on child support, and then after that,
weeks?
bro. I guess you had I did all that, homie.
I guess you had a what they call an amicable split up. Because now
it was no choice, man.
She
because
contested
it was about the child, my guy.
No, my ex, she contested it, man, and then the judge ordered us to 6 months of counseling after
6
that.
months
and that's what they we only really married for like 6 months, and together.
The counsel was more than he was married.
Yeah, exactly, and that stressed it out, and then had to do all this. But I'm like, man, just let me out. I didn't have nothing to. It wasn't no child support to be given, wasn't no children between us and all of that good stuff.
But I'm going to keep it real too, homie. I got divorced in 97. I'm just now seeing daylight.
And
that's the damn truth.
So that's what I'm saying. I know she just filed for a divorce in February. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a while. If it does go through,
they go daughter assets and things like that, though.
They got millions to split up. Whether you want to believe he's a billionaire or not,
and Kim can't say a damn thing anyway.
They still got millions. What you say that for? Who this?
Ray J.
But she wasn't with Kanye when she did Ray J. Ray J is what got her famous. You understand what I'm saying?
I hear you.
That videotape, and that's why Kanye with her.
Can I say what I want to say? She's famous for being a hoe.
Yes. Basically, she just the same way your girl.
So if Kanye is saying his confessions, I commend that man for doing that, because you know what, though, bro, that's all about part of growing up, my man. And coming to a realization that I'm a man, I messed up. Either gonna accept it or you're not.
Yeah.
That's the way you can look at it.
He's getting a whole bunch of stuff.
And she was that upset and really that distraught. She wouldn't be at those listening parties. She would keep herself distant from it.
I can't say that, because just like Hillary Clinton stayed with Bill Clinton through all of the old
those are two different entities, dog. You're looking at president.
But it's still the same thing.
No. You're looking at president versus a hoe versus somebody that's in the limelight, and she still loves the attention surrounding.
But it's about being in the limelight. They got to stay in the limelight in a positive way. Hillary was trying to run for president that next term, so she couldn't be in the middle of no messy divorce, trying to do all this crazy stuff, and still trying to. That's that public eye. Same way here, Kim Kardashian is trying to launch her new brand because she didn't got sued by some other company.
So she got using the same name and everything.
Yeah, I remember that. So she got to get. Stay in that public eye and all. She's still trying to, quote unquote, support Kanye. And
isn't that using somebody, though? Huh? Isn't that using somebody?
Not using, it's just agreed upon. He asked her to be a part of that show. You wasn't there. He asked her to be a part of the show. Believe that. It ain't no way she just forced herself into no dress and sat that house in a replica of his mama's house.
Marilyn Manson being there and the baby.
That's what I'm saying. That was a surprise on her. She didn't even know Marilyn Manson was going to be there. She said she was ready to walk out when she looked behind and heard him talking about Marilyn Manson on the stage. She didn't even know he was going to be there. Dude, you see why she's getting a divorce?
She ain't getting a divorce.
She ain't going to divorce that. Bro. Come on now. She's going to get a divorce.
You almost said it.
I'm telling you, it's going to happen. But it's going to be an amicable split up. I'm telling you.
It's going to be ugly, homie.
Nah, I don't see it going ugly. For real. Honestly, I really don't. This is going to be one of them Hollywood. We just going to split up. We just going to see how much money going to go to who and who gets. That's what's going to be the hard part about this.
Kanye got more money than Kim. I'm going to keep it real.
That's up for debate. That's really up for debate because she's multi-millionaire.
Right, she's a multi-millionaire, but she's not a billionaire.
Neither is he. He's not a billionaire. When they say
Kanye's a billionaire, yes.
When they say Kanye's a billionaire, they're counting him and Kim's assets together because they're technically married. Same way with Jay-Z and Beyonce. They're counting both those assets together. With a lot of people saying the majority of those assets are really Beyonce's. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The on paper assets, because Jay-Z, street do what he do, got his money the way he got his money and all that good stuff. So a lot of that stuff ain't on paper. But what you talking about on paper is majority reflecting on Beyonce. Same way, the majority of the stuff that they claiming that gets them over the billionaire mark is, that Adidas deal that Kanye just got.
Yeezy,
but then the rest of that stuff, majority of it, very, very little of it is part of that is from the music. The rest of it is from them endorsement deals and all that kind of stuff. Good stuff. So it's a lot of stuff they got to sort out with this divorce before it goes through. But there's no reason for her to be, of course, like you say, you knew what was going on.
Yeah, I knew.
If
even before the man wrote the lyrics,
she had to know. If
exactly.
you knew,
that let me tell you, man, she ain't going nowhere.
That ain't true, because it's just sometimes it's only so much you can take. You know what I mean? Okay, you're going to keep doing it, and now you're doing all this Trump stuff. You're going in.
He ain't doing that no more, bro. Kanye's is so much ease and peace after this release of this album, homie, because things that he's been wanting to say for so many years, homie, was totally released on his album. Like you said, it's more of a personal album, a confessional type album.
Yeah.
He had things that he wanted to talk about his mother with.
Yeah.
Because I truly believe the demand is at ease and peace, and you're going to start seeing Kanye appear on more albums, more songs come out where he gets back to that old groove.
I see. They say the song also alludes to him never even stepping foot into him and Kim's $44 million whatever.
Yeah, the new house they had.
He said he never even stepped foot in the place.
Right.
I've never even been there. He's talking about, and he struggled with alcohol, which I never knew. I never knew Kanye had alcohol.
Well, I knew he had depression.
Yeah, but I knew he had alcohol drug dependency problem.
He did. When he had memory, broke his jaw, and he said he got hooked on those painkillers in that one song.
Okay, yeah.
Through the wire.
I remember that.
Through the wire.
Yeah.
So, that probably led to his alcoholism, man. So, you know what I'm saying? But
we'll see.
But at least he's been honest about a lot of stuff, Jack.
Okay.
You can only commend the man for doing it.
He should have called this album Confessions, for real. Instead of just it should have been Confessions or Church or something.
And he probably started suffering alcoholism at his mother passed.
Yeah, I definitely
can see that.
I definitely can see that, because I really don't think he's really dealt with that.
No, I don't think he really dealt with it.
I don't know if he's ever even seen any kind of psychiatrist or psychologist or any
right. And he dealt with his own way,
mental health.
And I think this album really released a lot of that pain and anguish.
So we'll see where it goes from here. Everybody reading and reading in between the lines and reading in between the lyrics on this new Donda album and taking out all kind of extrapolations and stuff. And this is just the latest confession that they've taken out of his album. What are you getting out of the new Donda album? Is it shed any new light about Kanye West that you didn't know before? Let us know, 812-303-5018, or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. Your morning show with your boy Nina on Live 99 and your man D Hicks. Let us know what you want to hear. 812-303-5018, or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. Still getting used to calling it the Your Morning Show.
Yeah, Your Morning Show.
Your Morning Show. You are Urban Revolution Radio, your morning show. And if you're an independent artist or entrepreneur, you want to get your music heard on the Urban Revolution, your morning show, all you have to do is send a clean MP3 of your music to our website at live999WJCB.com. Right there on the website, you can submit it in a clean MP3 version. If it's on point, we'll show it some love, and you could be our next independent artist of the week, just like Kona Banz out of Minnesota with his latest song, Last Days. Broadcasting live from the Evans Motor Studios. We got Drake releasing his new
you ready for that, ain't you, man?
Man, you know I'm waiting for this.
Midnight, ain't you, man?
Nah.
Yeah, player.
But I am waiting on the new Drake Certified Lover Boy album to come out, you know what I mean? Just to see
the comparison
of the style.
There's no comparison.
I want to see if he's going to go a different way, the same way I thought that Kanye was. I did not expect this out of Kanye. I didn't hear any of the listening party stuff. Mm-hmm. I guess purposely trying not to hear any of that pre-listening party stuff. I wanted to wait till it came out, because I knew when it came out, it was going to have me able to listen to it, hear some of the stuff, and hear what's going on. I didn't want to have any kind of preconceived notions, all that good stuff. But I kind of disappointed myself, because in the back of my head, I was expecting it to be more of the beat heavy, rhythm heavy, dancing, kind of more of a up tempo, like almost College Dropout, like we were saying, a couple other, more of the energized Kanye West versus the introspective Kanye West.
Right, but again, with age, you settle. Kanye's about what? How old is Kanye?
40.
Okay, he's 40 years old, so with age,
I mean, I really don't. I want to chalk it up to age. I really just want to chalk it up to this life experience that he's going through right now. Like, is it with that Don?
Maybe it's a midlife crisis that he's going through too.
I think it's really just his way of finally trying to come to terms with the loss of his mama.
I don't think
he's ever really done that.
No, he hasn't, because he's been in the limelight.
He's blamed himself for, because if he wouldn't have had money, mom wouldn't have did the breast implant thing and all, breast surgery stuff and all that. So I mean, I can imagine. Because like I said, when I lost my mom, there was a lot of unresolved issues that I wish I would have got to say to my mom. I hadn't seen her in a while. I went out to the military. I was living out of state and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I wasn't very communicative at all.
Exactly. Same here, man. When I lost my mom, bro, man, I went through it. But you know what, man? After a while, you come to realization, homie, that you have to let it go. But you're going to let it go whenever you're ready to let it go.
Yeah, and how you're ready.
And how you're ready to let it go. And I think this is how Kanye wanted to let it go.
Okay. So like I say, when Drake comes out, I'm hoping that Drake is not
Certified Lover Boy. The title means that he's going to tell his little story about himself. Maybe this is the year of the confession.
He got features. He released the features that he had on the album. You know, the regulars, Lil Wayne, Young Thug, Future, 21 Savage. You know what I mean? Rick Ross supposed to be on it. You know what I mean? So he's got the high powered guest.
Yeah, and Kanye had the same artists on his album, except for 21 Savage.
That's what I was about to say.
And Future wasn't on there.
Young Thug was on there.
I think Rick Ross is on one song. If I'm not mistaken, I could be mistaken.
I don't remember.
But I had to check the playlist. But
so he's supposed to have the bangers and his, the track, the guest list for the tracks look hot. He hasn't had any kind of listening parties, anything else like that.
You don't have that long money.
Oh no, dude! No,
I went there.
I
went there. He ain't got that long money, baby.
He got that money. If they want to,
whenever stadium names.
That's something all publicity, dude. That's all publicity to work out.
Guess what, though? That's clout.
Yeah, he worked it. Drake could do it, but it would be copycatting at this point. You know what I mean?
The trendsetter.
So now he's got to take the. All right, well, I'm just gonna lay low and just hit y'all with it when I come out. I'm not even.
Certified Lover Boy. I can't wait to hear the midnight.
You know what I mean?
Because the midnight here.
Kanye had already dragged him into some kind of creative beef. You know what I mean? He done put his address and everything on the put his address up on the Google Maps and all of that good stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, that's they trying to do the conference call. Let's hit that. Doggone it, y'all. Yeah, so like we were saying, sorry about that little interruption right there. It was one of the DJs calling us from the radio show trying to get everything together for the station. We got some big things planned for you here on Live 99 about the redesign the website. Got some sponsors in the works, but it's all good. We were talking about Certified Lover Boy. That's what we were talking about, though.
Right.
But he's got I just don't want this to be a spiritual album too for Drake.
It won't be a spiritual album.
I want this to be one of them soul searches. Now, let's make some nice danceable, you know what I mean, lyric heavy, you know what I mean, song beats nice, you know what I mean. The spiritual, that old making it sound like church and all that kind of stuff. A lot of 3-4 songs didn't even have drums underneath them, really. You know what I mean?
Quit hating, man.
It was all cool.
Quit hating, dog. Undercover hater, man.
Plus, Drake said he's supposed to have Kid Cudi, Giveon, Ty Dolla $ign, supposed to Project Pat. Yeah, so he's supposed to have some. He's supposed to have
Project Pat, huh?
Project Pat. You know what I mean? So he's supposed to. He make a lot of 3 6 Mafia references, though. You know, Drake always make
gorilla pimping.
You know what I mean? So he's always been a 3 6 Mafia.
Yes,
fan,
he has.
So we'll see. Well, we'll see what's going on. You know what I mean? Drake has as much anticipation on his album as Kanye has, just with nowhere near as much fanfare around it. Ain't been no listening parties, no stadium renamings, none of that stuff. Just Certified Lover Boy coming out on Saturday. So you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm being listening to him tonight, Jack.
Okay.
Midnight.
We gonna take
I'm
it.
in there.
We gonna see it. We gonna see. So we'll let you know what we think of it on Monday. Doing Monday's Your Morning Show. You can let us know as well on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. It's the Your Morning Show with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks on Live 99. Let us know what you want to hear. 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB, broadcasting live from the Evans Motors Studios. Evans Motors located on the corner of Riverside and New York Avenues here on Evansville's southeast side, home of the buy here, pay here vehicle. Great financing options. Great vehicles, you know what I mean? I bought a couple of them myself over the years since I've been living here in Evansville, and they've never done me wrong, and I wouldn't do you wrong telling them to go down there. Matter of fact, they're going to do you so right, they're going to give you $100 off if you drop my name. Tell them Nino sent you. Promo code Nino. Get you $100 off upon your purchase completion. Got a great show right here. I want to give a big ups to Loud Berry's Clothing as well, since the shipment in for the new clothes that we got. We got a new season of Loud Berry's gear for sale now. We still got some of the summer outfits left over. You still want to get you some sleepwear or some of the bathing gear if you still got some summer weather in whatever state you happen to be listening to us in right now. California, Florida, Texas. They still got a whole bunch of hot days.
Man, got a whole bunch of hot days, Jack. Right.
Item, boy, I'm telling you, tearing things up down south in New Orleans, you know what I mean? But, you know, so let's say if you still want to get you some Loud Berries gear, be on the lookout. We're going to have that Loud Berry clothing at loudberries.com. Let's talk about this whole COVID-19, the conspiracy theories, the horse tranquilizer rumors and all this stuff. And Joe Rogan, he's always been one of my favorite MMA commentators.
He knows a lot about this.
You know what I mean? And he's also a very funny comedian. When I first time I saw him doing stand-up, he's real energized, real energetic. He says a whole bunch of like far out kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Just, you know, it's not really like shock value comedian, but you know what I mean? It's that
truthful.
Truthful kind of comments. Like how stupid are you? You know, he called himself the smooth brain ape. Right. You know what I mean? He's just I'm just dumb. I'm just smart enough to acknowledge how stupid I am. That's what, you know, that's Joe Rogan's line right there.
You lost a lot of respect for him, didn't you?
But I did, you know what I mean? Because you know, I was giving him that I guess level of respect just to say, yeah, I know you're a comedian. You know that sometimes you just saying some silly stuff on stage and try to get.
No, he means it this time though.
But when when he actually said that he tried that horse tranquilizer stuff,
when we first reported the story, homie, I thought it was a joke that they would use on prisoners.
Man,
I thought it was just like, okay, homie, this has to be a joke.
And even with prisoners, you know what I mean? I can understand with them, okay, you give me a couple years off my sentence, I've almost been able to let you do anything to me, you know what I mean? I can see them.
Won't do anything.
You know what I mean? I'm in here for 20, 30 years, whatever. You want to test me with something, okay, give me 10 years off my sentence if anything. Or whatever, 2, 3 years. Give me a conjugal visit or something, you know what I mean? So I would understand that, but you're talking about free-willed, free-roaming, free-thinking, supposedly, human beings thinking that horse dewormer.
And the thing about it, bro, dewormer's gonna make you defecate.
Yeah, it's gonna give you the runs.
It's gonna make you defecate.
But imagine what it's doing to a horse. What it's gonna do to you? This, like I say, people trying to talk about this is not FDA approved and all this kind of stuff, and that other medicines ain't FDA approved, so that shouldn't stop. I'm like, look, dude, it's horse dewormer. It tells you on the box it's not intended for human use,
consumption or use.
Last minute, you know, if you talking about extreme medicine circumstances, yes, some of these doctors probably did try to experiment and see if they could convert something else. But not like I say, until a doctor give you the okay and say, yeah, it actually works. Till somebody like Dr. Fauci.
Man, I wouldn't believe Fauci's ass. Excuse my language, but
why not?
Huh?
Why wouldn't you believe the leading expert in viral medicine?
Man, they should stop this jack stuff a long time ago.
They tried, but Trump and them let it all, you know, they tried to shut all this stuff down. Fauci been screaming that stuff. He's the same dude that helped us with SARS when Obama. He done been here under 8 presidents. So it ain't like he's a Democratic, trumpeter or none of that kind of stuff. He's straight down the middle. I'm straight science. I'm medicine. I'm common sense. You know what I mean? He served under Clinton. He served under Bush Jr. He served under Obama. He served under Trump. He served under both Democratic and Republican presidents. You know what I mean? So you can't call them, politically biased.
No, I'm not saying politically biased though. But when
that's what they saying. No, a lot of people say they don't trust Dr. Fauci's advice is because he's a Democrat and no, he was telling you that under Trump. He was the same dude under Bush Jr.
His hand was just tied, or he was really gagged from really speaking about a lot of different things. And that's the right word. I'm going to keep it real. He was gagged.
They put the gag
from putting information out there.
I would rather take the word of God. Even that former Surgeon General that was under Trump, the black Surgeon General that we just had. Yeah, and I was a little skeptical about him at first because he was trying to, he was dancing the line when he was saying the stuff that Trump was supposed to have been taking when he got the COVID-19.
Right.
So they didn't really want to say whether or not Trump had got the vaccine or which one, because they didn't want to promote that. Trump was trying to promote that remdesivir or whatever.
Because he had stock in it.
You know what I mean? So
he had a stake in it.
But even that dude that came out and said, like, look, man, y'all got to get these. We're not playing with you on this. Stay out of people's faces. Stay home. They giving you the money to stay home. Your life is worth more than your business. If you can't live, you can't run your business. You can't do none of that stuff. So let's live first. Let's get rid of the COVID-19 first, the same way we did SARS, chicken flu, all that other kind of. We done been through this before, under previous presidents. This the only president, previous like Trump. He was the only dummy that says to go against the science of his head scientist.
And that doesn't make any damn sense, do it?
But that's like how he appointed the lady who had Voss, the lady Voss. He appointed her in front of as the educational director of, Secretary of Education, and she had no education direct experience. She's never been a teacher, never been a professor, didn't believe in public school, none of that kind of. How you gonna put somebody who's trying to shut down public schools in charge of schools? That's crazy. So it was purposeful.
Then you wonder why
it was sabotage.
There you go.
But now
to divert your attention away from the real matters.
And like I say, whether or not you want to get the shot, if you can't get the shot, if you're physically unable to get the shot, or if you like me just waiting on them to work the bugs out with the shot, I'm looking at it just like the PlayStation 5, anything else like that. Y'all rush that out there a little bit too fast. People are still having side effects, still having to go get booster shots and still able to catch it, just like the flu comes out every year and they tell you to go get the flu boosters. You catch it the same way. If you go into a building where everybody's sneezing, coughing, running their nose and doing all this kind of stuff, you're going to go in there and say, well, if you get your shot, why I got to get mine? No, you're going to say, oh, no, y'all got the flu.
Right.
I'm not going in there.
But please, people, don't take this in vermicin because it makes no sense. It is a horse dewormer. And then you wonder why. I'm speaking for the majority this time, homie. That's why as black folk, we don't trust the people.
Man, we ain't been trusting the medicine ever since Tuskegee.
And then they wonder why
been experimented on when it comes to that kind of stuff.
And this sounds like an experiment, my guy.
It is. This whole COVID-19, that what they called it, warp speed.
Yeah.
All that experimental, they are allowing a whole bunch of experimental treatments and testing that wouldn't normally have been done this early in the creation of a vaccine. It takes 5 to 10 years.
But if you're going to take that, take the vaccine, man.
That's what I'm talking about right there, Joe. Joe Rogan, then he admitted, he was feeling very weary. He had a headache. He felt run down. He was cautious. He got fevers and sweats. Then he got up and it turned out he had COVID-19. So he said he started taking all kinds of meds, including the horse. I
don't believe that, dog. I just don't believe that. I like to see him on camera injecting that in him. And if he took it, when you think that somebody would show proof that he took it, I don't.
Why would you admit that you took that? And not take it? That's just some dumb stuff to even admit that you done. I believe it.
Just to get steak or endorsement by it.
From horse dewormer? You want to get a horse dewormer endorsement? That's what you think.
But I'm just saying though. But I would like to see the man, if he took it. Look, show me. I'm like Missouri. Show me.
I believe he did it because
you believe that?
Trump was trying to tell people to take that same thing, the same drug back in the day, and they was trying to shut it down earlier. He was trying to do the remdesivir, whatever that was called. This little horse tranquilizer. Remember when he was even trying to tell people, okay, why don't you try throwing some Lysol or bleach in where
yeah, man.
You know what I mean? He said all kind of crazy stuff, and people took any opportunity they could to grab on to something like, oh, well, I know something you don't. That's all this is about.
I wonder if it's a white thing.
It sure ain't a black thing, I tell you that right now. One, we don't do horses like that.
Really, no, bro. You know what I mean? We don't.
Let alone horse dewormer to try. I didn't even know it was such a thing at first until I heard this. Then he talked. Joe Rogan said he also mentioned using the monoclonal antibody treatment, Z-Pack. You know, he got that money.
He's got that money.
This the same thing that Donald Trump said that he went through, the regimen he went through when he didn't want to admit that he actually took the COVID-19 vaccine. I think he took the Pfizer vaccine. And they did not want to let that get out into the press. They didn't even want people to know that Trump was in the hospital on the respirator. He was almost in a coma that hit him so hard, but they didn't want to let people know that. And it's the same stuff that came out he was taking. That Z-Pack, they gave him steroids, the NAD drip, vitamin drip, all that kind of stuff. And then it's like 2 days later, he got back on stage. Back in front of people talking about, oh, I feel great. I've never felt better in my life. I feel all this kind of other stuff.
And you see what I'm saying,
you look
man?
like you have cocaine.
Right.
He was up there just like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, dude, what is wrong with Donald Trump right now? He's looking weirder than usual.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, they had him pumped up on all of that stuff. All that. But the only thing about it, I don't know if Joe Rogan got the actual COVID-19 vaccine anyway.
He said he didn't get it. I think that's what it said at the top part.
Let's see.
He got COVID-19, but I don't think he got it.
Right. I don't know if he didn't say if it said that he was telling people if the 21-year-olds, if you was to ask Joe Rogan if you were 21 years or younger, should you get the vaccine? He said he would tell you no. But if you were older or whatever, he would, said talk to your doctor and all that kind of.
So he's not making any sense. Then so basically, he's talking about
both sides.
So basically, trying to tell me your doctor told him to take a horse.
Dude, and I can't imagine any reputable doctor
tell you to say, yeah, take a horse dewormer. So he just contradicted himself.
You know what I mean?
In that statement that
you got to lie some kind of way. I have some kind of shady doctor to tell you even he's got to let you know, like, look, this is some highly experimental stuff. It's not meant to be taken for humans, but what it's going to do is flush your system and give you this, and it might do that. Like I say, they give you the one thing, but they give you 12 different side effects on the back end. You see the commercials that they have on TV all the time. And that's what people trying to act like this the horse dewormer stuff is like the new unknown super cure, but we already got one. We got 3 of them right now.
4 of them.
4 of them. You know what I mean?
Pfizer just came out with theirs, didn't it?
No, Pfizer already had. You got Moderna.
No, they got FDA approved though.
Yeah, you got Moderna, Pfizer, Johnson is back on the market. People. They back on the market. They
so that's 4 of them now.
Theirs. Who's the 4th one now?
Johnson,
Pfizer,
Moderna, and
I think them the only 3 right now.
Horse dewormer.
You see, it's Vitarivir or whatever.
Yeah, whatever the hell it is. Right.
So, oh my goodness! Joe Rogan stirred controversy this year for suggesting that young, healthy people don't need to get the COVID-19 vaccine. It even made President Joe Biden's administration criticize Joe Rogan for those comments because he said, if you're like 21 years old and you say to me, should I get the vaccine? I'll go, no. That's what he was telling people, which is, no, that's not what you should tell people. No. It ain't about your age. It ain't about the strength of your immune. If you're going to be out in public, if you got to be out there talking to people, if you got to be out there in crowds, first responder, no matter what your age is, get the vaccine, put your shield up. Most jobs, like I say, that you have to be out there, like my wife's job, you have to get these vaccines just because you're dealing with people who have weaker compromised
system, older
system
people,
and all that kind of stuff. So you have to get that. And telling people just because you're 21 years old or you strong enough, you don't have to get the no, stop playing.
That's the misinformation that they're getting.
So he said he had a problem with he was ready to, he said he had a problem with Madison Square Garden forcing people to be either vaccinated or show that they've at least had their first shot before they come into his comedy show. So Joe Rogan said he was ready to give people their money back if they didn't want to come to the show if they weren't vaccinated and didn't want to get vaccinated. He said he'd rather give them their money back than to force them to get a vaccination just to see a stupid comedy show.
Which I kind of agree with him.
I mean, that's.
Well, if you're gonna be around a crowd, I see where they're coming from.
He has every opportunity. He has every right to do that. You know what I mean? Like I said, Madison Square Garden has every right to make sure it's mandatory that you have your vaccinations before you come in. You know what I mean? So that's what they gonna do. But telling people to take that horse stuff, I lost a whole bunch of respect for Joe Rogan. But then he ended the conversation by saying that he wanted to thank modern medicine for making it possible for him to make a speedy recovery. But you didn't take the vaccine. So how are you
modern
taking
medicine?
Modern medicine? Shut your dumb ass. Oh my God.
You want to say it. Shut your dumb ass up.
I lost a whole bunch of respect for Joe Rogan on that. But like I said, you don't put celebrities up on no pedestal, none of that crazy stuff. You know what I mean? It's just,
but the sad part about it, I know the story's lingering, but there are people out there that's going to believe him.
Yeah, it's already people out there because he believes somebody else for his dumb ass to go do it. It's a whole bunch of people out there that believe in this right now and just want to go with the conspiracy theory route just so they don't have to take it. If you don't want to take the shot, don't take the shot. Don't put no strange stuff. Don't put no Lysol, no bleach, no horse dewormer. Don't do it. If you're gonna take anything, get the shot or just don't get the shot. All this other stuff, man, it's gonna tear you up. It's gonna kill you. So, it's your morning show with your boy Nino with the extended break.
Yeah, Jack.
Mad at Joe Rogan for that horse dewormer joke on Live 99. Your morning show with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks on Live 99. Let us know what you want to hear. 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. Broadcasting live from the Evans Motors Studios. Evans Motors located on the corner of Riverside and New York Avenues here in Evansville's southeast side. Give them a call and tell them Nino sent you. Use promo code Nino and they're going to give you $100 off with car on purchase. I done bought a couple cars from them since I've been down here. They got the home of the buy here, pay here, easy financing, easy for you to make your payments. They work with you all kind of ways, you know what I mean? So give them a call, tell them Nino said you're going on down there and get you a new car, put that stimulus money to work, you know what I mean? Get you a new vehicle when you get ready to get back into the workforce. And as usual, we got a great show lined up for you, man. Our artist of the week, Kona Banz.
From Minnesota.
Last Dayz, new music. You can check out that interview if you missed it early. You can check it out, the replay on the podcast. And if you are an independent artist or entrepreneur and you want to get your music heard, all you have to do is drop the link, the clean MP3 version of it on our website at live999wjcb.com. Right there on the front page, you'll see a link to be able to download your music, clean MP3 format. And if it's on point, we'll show it as much love as humanly possible, just like Kona Banz out of Minnesota with Last Dayz. I got a chance to check out Black Widow last night.
Okay, how was it, bro?
Yeah, man, it was actually pretty good. It was a pretty good movie. And I wish they would have released it, though, in the order that it was supposed to have been released. And that was the big thing about it. And I also found out, too, why we was talking about how Scarlett Johansson was supposed to have been suing Disney because of that. She's an executive producer on that movie as well. She's not just an actress. That's why I was wondering why is she having so much pull trying to get paid out of Disney. But she actually executive produced that movie for Disney, and it was supposed to have been released in the movie theaters first. This was way before COVID-19, because that movie was supposed to have came out before Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Right.
Which have you seen that on the
No,
Disney?
I haven't, bro. I really don't get into a lot of Marvel movies.
Right,
really.
You know, I mean, it's the chronology of the movies. It's supposed to have been released at certain times before, you know, to keep being able to tell that storyline. But when they shut down the movie theaters and everything, Black Widow couldn't get released when it was supposed to have been released. This was supposed to have been out like 2 years ago.
But you got to understand and take in the hand that when COVID hit.
Yeah, there was no putting a COVID clause in her
in a contract. You know, so the judge is going to be like.
But, you know, this is extenuating circumstances as well, too.
But it's in movie theaters now.
Yeah, but they released it at the same time on Disney Plus, and she's not getting any of that Disney Plus money. So it's actually like if McDonald's gave you a franchise store and said, okay, go and make you some money, but then open the corporate store right across the street, taking the money. So it's 2 McDonald's selling, right. You know what I mean? You take it, and one is going straight to corporate, and the other one, you got to take your profit and give it to corporate too.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like they double dipping instead of giving her full chance of running, or at least give her a share. I would agree, give her a share of the Disney Plus thing, since you're running it concurrently while it's running in the movie theaters. Because Disney Plus is taking money. That's why I saw it on the Disney Plus, you know what I mean, on the computer at home, you know, didn't go to the movie theaters to see it. But Scarlett Johansson didn't get any of that money.
She should read the contract.
She did read the contract, but there was no COVID-19 around when that contract was written.
They should have went to the drawing board when that stuff hit.
And that's what they're trying to do now. Disney didn't tell her that they were supposed. It was scheduled. It was in her contract,
right, to come out
on Disney Plus. And she wasn't supposed to get any of that Disney Plus money, but that was if it got released on Disney Plus after it had spent its time in the movie theaters already.
But she just got to understand, man, movie theaters really weren't fully operational open at that time.
But they got to understand that too. They're taking money out of her pocket by if you're gonna release it in the movie theater.
Man, let me tell you something, Jack. They're gonna settle out of court with her.
I hope they do. I hope they at least give her some.
They'll give her some, man. But at the end of the day, what's her name? Scarlett Johansson?
Scarlett Johansson, yeah.
We're being freaking greedy.
I'm saying I can't call that greed though.
Yeah,
because they taking money out of her pocket. See what I'm saying? That Disney Plus wasn't supposed to be released until after it made its run in the movie theaters.
Right, but during the time though,
she ain't had a chance to make her. They released it in the theaters already, and they're releasing it on Disney Plus. So people ain't going to, just like me. I didn't go to the movie theater to see it.
Right.
A lot of movie theaters, I saw it on Disney Plus, but it's still a fresh movie. And she ain't getting none of that fresh movie money. Disney's getting it all. So it's like that contract had to be rewritten, just like with the unemployment right now.
Go back to the drawing board.
We didn't know COVID-19 was going to have unemployment lasting this long. If everything was supposed to have been the way it was supposed to have been, unemployment was supposed to probably last maybe 6 months to 8 months till last September.
Right.
People get over it. If everybody would have just shut down and did what they were supposed to do, we'd have been over and done with this right now. I've been getting an unemployment check, since March of 2020, because it had to be redone, and they gave us the reevaluation with the $600 this was under Trump. Gave us them $600 checks under Trump. Then they lost it for like 12 weeks, and then we had to get it back again under Biden, and they gave us it back on the $300. So yeah, I believe they're gonna renegotiate with the extenuating circumstances of COVID-19, but just saying you're not gonna give her nothing.
They're not saying they'll give her nothing.
Yeah, they're fighting. They're saying that they don't owe her nothing. They said it's in the contract, Disney Plus, reason we're not obligated to give Scarlett Johansson nothing. What she's saying is, no, y'all released that too early, way earlier than it was supposed to have been released, and you didn't give my movie a chance to make any money in the movie theater.
Guess what, homie?
Because this is her movie, not just she's acting in it. She's the executive producer. She put up the money to make this movie. It got delayed 2 years on top of that. So it's all out of, like, people like me who following the timeline and all that good stuff. It's all out of whack, all out of the timeline. You know what I mean? She, if you ain't seen it, if you ain't seen Endgame yet, she dies in Marvel's Endgame movie, the one that's already in play. So now we already know what's going to happen to you. There's no mystery at the end. There's no thinking that there's going to be a Black Widow 2 or anything like that. No, we know this is the end, so it's kind of, and it messed it up the rotation at that. So she was scrambling trying to make as much money back off this movie as possible, and Disney just came through and kicked in the nuts. Really,
she been greedy.
How's that being greedy? She ain't made the money she was supposed to make.
I guess I'm humble, man, because
dude, if you spent $10 million, think of the party
when COVID hit, she had the opportunity to go back and renegotiate it at that time.
No, she didn't. Disney's fighting this. This is what I'm saying. She's got to go through. They're forcing her to go through third-party arbitration and all this.
Right.
Disney is fighting this tooth and nail.
And Disney's gonna win.
I don't think they're gonna win, but they're not gonna pay as much as she would want them to. They're gonna come out of pocket. They're gonna come out of pocket because just like what we said, this COVID-19 stuff is a special exception, and no other movie theater, no other, cable or once, when it comes to Netflix, any of that stuff, none of them ever play it at the same time while it's in the movie theater. You wait till it gets out of the movie theater, you make all of that money, then you charge them to see it on Netflix with the subscriptions, then you put it on, and then it comes home where people can watch it for free a year later.
Right.
See what I'm saying? But now she's already 2 years behind them releasing it. Because movie theaters is closed, that's no fault of her own. Right. Then it gets released. Then you put it on stream where she ain't getting the money, so people have less incentive now to go to the movie theater.
Not really though, because
I didn't go.
Well, a lot of people really couldn't go to the movies because a lot of people were on quarantine.
But now a lot of people can. Movie theaters
people can now.
So now that they can, they still streaming it though.
Yeah, but what do you do then? Stop streaming it and then make people go to movie theater and then release it back again on streaming?
Yes.
I don't think so.
So you either got to do that or give her a piece of that Disney Plus money because you kicking her straight in the balls by putting that movie on stream and not giving her none in direct competition with movie theaters. This is direct competition with her. See what I'm saying? You got to make a choice either to go to the movie theater and see it for $12 by yourself, you know what I mean, or $22 if you're taking a date or whatever, or you can get it for $30 at home, watch it as many times as you want for the month over and over again, plus your Disney Plus subscription.
So what are you going to choose? I'm going to pick the $30 where I can watch it at home.
And she ain't getting none of that money.
That ain't my problem.
Yeah, I know it ain't her problem. That's her problem, and that's what she's fighting for.
That's what I'm saying, though.
It wasn't my problem either. I watched it at the crib. You know what I mean? Exactly.
So you should went to a movie theater, homie.
No, I want Disney to give her some of that money. I'm not going to the movie theater to catch COVID to watch no Black Widow. But I do wanted to see the movie, wanted to see it. So, yeah, I support you. Okay, but give her some of that Disney Plus money. It's still fresh. See what I'm saying? It's not like it's been out for a minute. It's not like it didn't cycle through Netflix and all that kind of stuff. She ain't had no chance to make her part of the contract.
Right.
It would be just like
third-party arbitration, though, they're going to settle out of court.
And that's what I would.
She's not going to get. I guarantee you, she only get a third of it.
You shoot for the moon, and you know what I mean. That's right. Of course she gonna but she got to get something though. Saying that they not gonna give her none of that Disney Plus streaming stuff as you releasing it in direct competition with her being released in the movie theater. Nah, that's a slap in the face right there, Joe. So I wouldn't G for that either. I'll be fighting that.
Dayz movie theater is almost over with, Jack.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Society's becoming more and more distant because of technology, my man.
But people still go on dates and all that good stuff. That's what the movie theater experience is really about. You can see, think about it. We can stream basically anything for free if you want to. If you really want to watch something. But people, you want to go for that experience, go, see the big screen, maybe smell the popcorn, the butter, and all that good stuff. Get a drink. Have the experience itself that people go to the movie theater for, because we got, big screen TV here. You got big screen TV with my wife, and we can watch anything that we want to at home. But, just like my wife, we don't go nowhere. You don't take me out, COVID. But people still want to go out on dates. You don't want to take, no girl want to come and just sit at your crib on it and call that a date because you want to right. Every now and then that's cool if but now every time she want to go out and see something. She want to go out and see the theater. She want to go out and have an experience with you and all this good stuff. So I don't think movie theaters are gonna die. I really think drive-in theaters are gonna come back though. Drive-in movie theater. AMC is really thinking about doing that. I'm a stockholder in AMC, just to let y'all know while I'm talking about this, full disclosure and all that good stuff. But AMC is supposed to be coming out with drive-in movie theaters now.
That'd be awesome,
more of them. So that
because it allows us social distancing.
You know what I mean? Because the one that I went to over in what's the
Rio.
Is that the one?
Down going toward backward Owensboro.
Yeah,
Rio,
that was cool. That's cool. When you tune into the frequency in your car, it's not like you got to open your window or nothing like that, and none of that good stuff. So you could tune into the frequency on your car, keep your windows closed, bring your own food and all that good. I love the idea of the drive-through. You know what I mean? That's cool, and I think that's going to be the compromise that a lot of people are going to be making. A lot of movie theaters are going to be making. They're going to start doing these MMA shows in movie theaters now. People can see live concerts in movie theaters now in them drive-thrus. They're going to start incorporating a whole bunch of that stuff into outside social separation, but still having the movie theater experience. You know what I mean? Maybe having a car hop come to you and give you some popcorn while you're in the drive-in and all that good stuff. Tap on you like Sonic do and all of that good stuff. So I don't think movie theaters are going anywhere. I think they're going to really adapt to the situation. I think they're really doing a good job. But I think Disney's the one being greedy on this one. But overall, Black Widow is a good movie. It tells the backstory of Scarlett Johansson, tells the backstory of Black Widow, and makes the connection to all those references to Budapest that they made. You know, if I know you ain't following.
Yeah, like I said, I don't follow a lot of Marvel.
But that's one of the running gags in the Avengers movie. Her and Hawkeye, the dude with the bow and arrow, makes the joke, oh, this just reminds me of Budapest. And she goes, oh, you have a big different recollection of Budapest than out there. You know, and it's one of them things. That, then you see what Budapest was all about and how she got indoctrinated and all this kind of good stuff. Black Widow, 2 thumbs up from your boy Nino. Here you go, 2 thumbs up right there.
2 thumbs up.
If you go see it, I would suggest right now, I know movie theaters are still kind of, you know, they're opening up and social distancing and all that good stuff, but I would still suggest watching it at home, you know, unless you're taking yourself on a date.
You're killing me, dog.
Watch it at home, but Disney needs to give Scarlett Johansson some of that money for real. Give her a piece. You got
give a third, man.
You know what I mean? So
break bread, man.
You know what I mean?
I think third is sufficient enough because you gotta understand DVD sales,
and
streaming sales,
it's gonna be streaming a lot longer now than it would have been before. So their streaming is gonna get a lot more exposure than it would have been.
So give a third what you want now, and then anything else extra, when people buy it, homie,
and then work it out from there.
Jack.
It's your morning show with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks on Live 99, sponsored by Loudberries Clothing and loudberries.com. It's the Your Morning Show with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks on Live 99. Let us know what you want to hear at 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. Broadcasting live from the Evans Motors Studios. Evans Motors located on the southeast side of Evansville on the corner of Riverside and New York Avenues, right down the street from Kentucky. All you have to do is use the promo code Nino. Tell them Nino sent you and you get $100 off on your purchase. Visit them in person or online at Used Cars Evansville.
Used Cars Evansville.
UsedCarsEvansville.com. Or you can just type in Evans Motors and it'll come up and redirect you to it.
That's what's up.
I didn't realize Evans is a real common name down here in Evans.
Black,
Evansville.
white.
I don't know why I wouldn't make that connection, but yeah, you know what I mean. So you can check them out, evansmotors.com, and it'll redirect you to the proper website, which is usedcarsevansville.com for Evans Motors. Tell them Nino said you get $100 off. Got DC Young Fly coming up here in the Tri-State. He's going to be at the Victory Theater coming up this Sunday, September the 5th. We've given away 4 pairs of tickets already. Congratulations to all of our winners. See you down there. We got one more chance for you to win later on today, so be sure to be listening and be checking out our Facebook page at facebook.com/live999WJCB for your chance to win that last pair of tickets to see DC Young Fly coming to the Victory Theater this Sunday, September the 5th. Also here, we got 228 new cases of COVID-19 in Vanderburgh County and 1 new death in the area as well. It said this brings the state pandemic to a total of 868,451 cases and 14,101 deaths. The one new death was out of Perry County.
Okay.
Due to COVID-19.
Not far from here.
Not far at all. I'm telling you, man. So as I say, we're far from out of the woods with this COVID-19 stuff. We're still trying to see what this school year is about to bring here in Vandenberg County and in the state of Indiana. A lot of teachers trying to fight to keep the kids, at home learning, because it's hard, keeping these kids with the face masks on, especially the special needs children, keeping them separated.
And kids will listen, but the parents are fighting it.
Yeah, it's the knucklehead
Makes
parents.
no sense to a dog.
Knucklehead parents. They try to act like, vaccines and all that stuff is something new, but it's mandatory for you to get vaccines before you go to school 3 times at least in your
measles,
school career.
Mumps, and
it's measles, mumps, rubella,
right?
Tetanus, chicken pox. And you got to get them kindergarten, 5th grade, high school, and have proof of it with a booster when you're getting ready to go to college.
And hell, they even got the meningitis vaccination now, homie. So it's crazy, homie.
But they fighting it just like, you got people like Joe Rogan out there spreading that misinformation about horse dewormer and giving, following all these conspiracy theories. And, like I say, we're far from out of the woods on this COVID-19 Delta variant. I do think it shut down another, even maybe a temporary 2-month shutdown or some kind of way is imminent right now, because we're about to see what the school year is about to bring. I think this couple college campuses have already been shut down. They've had COVID-19 outbreaks. A couple school districts in Texas have already had to shut down.
Yeah, I heard about COVID-19
outbreaks. So we've seen the COVID-19 outbreaks starting to pop up here in Evansville. And these are the adults. We haven't gotten to the kids' cases.
Right.
The 12, the 16 and under.
They can't get accurate count because they're not able to get a vaccination.
So we in for one right now. So we'll see how this turns out. Hopefully, we got as much education available to these people. I don't know why people are fighting the science so much. So we need to get your kids. If you got to send them out there to school, if you don't want to keep them home school to do the virtual learning, make sure they have those vaccinations. Please instruct them to keep their face masks on, the hand sanitizer, don't be all the regular touchy-feely stuff the teenagers
I know that's right, Jack. Licking your hands.
Wet willies and all that.
Yeah, man. Bruh.
Oh, Lord, man. But at least Toyota here in Evansville is trying to help with the COVID-19 outbreak. They're partnering with AARP to try to improve COVID-19 vaccine accessibility here in Evansville. So with a collaboration aiming to improve education, outreach, and access, according to 44 News. The two organizations collaborated to provide 2 Toyota Sienna minivans to the Carver Community Organization in Evansville to amplify the organization's current vaccine efforts and offer more essential rides to the community. That's cool. I see.
Is it on the southeast side?
Yeah, right there.
That's what's happening, Jack.
Right, so they donated
the vans, man, to get people back and forth to the vaccination.
You can't get to the vaccination, we'll bring it to you.
So that's what's happening.
According to one of the, representatives from the community organization, David Wagner, he's the executive director. He said it fits right into what we're all about here at Carver. We use our relationships with the community to make them more comfortable and then be there when they need us, so that if they've had some doubts about taking the vaccinations, we can get right there with them, help them, give them a place where they feel comfortable, which I think is a good idea. If you're on the fence about whether or not you want to get the vaccination, they will come to you, give you as much information that you want. They're not going to pressure you to do it. They will encourage you, but it's not going to pressure you, just like any doctor. No doctor can make you take a vaccination or take a shot unless you are an imminent threat to somebody else.
Right.
And then they have to go get a court order and all that. They're trying to give people as much information as possible, so they're going to bring the information to the people who are actually the most at risk, which is going to be like the elderly, and the invalids that are getting home treatment, home care, home health days and all that kind of good stuff, get home visits, just aren't able to leave their houses as often as they would like. And they would want to be able to, see if they can get the shot. So they're trying to bring them out to you. I think Mets was even doing that. The bus
Yeah, the buses going around different parts of the city.
Yeah, they was going out to the what was it, the C.K. Newsom Center and setting up
Simpsons.
and the Simpsons, places like that. So it's pretty cool, I mean, at least the education, the correct education and information is getting out there. They're not pushing the horse stool softener, dewormer, and none of that crazy stuff. They're giving you the FDA recommendations, the Dr. Fauci recommendations, the scientists recommendations, and all that good stuff. And if you want to get the shot, they will bring it to you. So big ups to Toyota here in Evansville and the AARP Foundation and the Carver Community Organization for help bringing information and education and vaccinations to the people. It's your morning show with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks, sponsored by Evans Motors and Loudberry's Clothing. Yo, and that will do it for today's edition of your morning show with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks. Hope you had just as much fun as we did and got some education out of the deal. Did you, D?
Man, it's been a blast, brother.
Man, I'm glad you did.
Special Friday edition.
You know what I mean? Got the certified lover boy coming out.
I'm be on at midnight tonight, Jack.
You know what I mean? So they're fighting against the Kanye West release of the album. Like I said, I don't even want to say that because, like I say, that's just creative controversy. There's no reason that you can't have both and listen to both.
Two different entities, I think, that you're going to hear on these albums.
I'm hoping it's not too far from the norm from Drake. Cause like when you buy albums, you get used to listening to an artist in a certain way. When they start changing and growing, a lot of people start getting nervous and weird. Like, what are you gonna start rapping about now? You was talking about this, that, and the third when you was rapping. Now you start to get older and start to older. Right. But I tell you, one artist who ain't changed with age is Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg been the same Snoop Dogg.
Snoop ain't gonna change. Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
he going to the grave like this.
He Grandpa Snoop now. He had his picture with his grandbaby on his lap.
And you out, bro, smoking.
I'm telling you, and he's still up there.
He's still dancing in you out, baby, smoking. I'm telling you.
So you ain't got to change. Ain't nobody saying because you get older that you got to get old. Snoop Dogg done already proved that.
Right,
so we'll see what Drake comes out with tomorrow. See if it's a certified lover boy with all of his special guests that he has on there, man. He got like 9-10 people.
Tell you something I'm interested in hearing from.
Who that?
What Kid Cudi's got to say.
Kid Cudi. And I like Kid Cudi.
But I'm going to tell you, man, it blew my mind when he wore that dress, cat, on Saturday Night Live. So I'm really interested to see what he has to say. Remember Kid Cudi wore that dress on Saturday Night Live?
Did he?
Look it up real fast. I know we got to go, but look it up, homie.
Kid Cudi wearing the...
yeah, look it up, homie. I'm interested to see what he's got to say. Look it up real fast. I know we got to go, baby.
No, he didn't. No,
I want to see your reaction when you see that, homie.
Damn,
so
man,
I'm interested to see what he's got to say. That's a link that actually
people can look. It popped up while you even got through typing.
Yeah,
and address SNL. Oh, why did I miss that?
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
So I'm really interested to see what he has to say on Certified Lover Boy.
I guess I did miss that one, Joe.
You missed that, homie.
I missed that one. All right. But like I said, I liked his, what was that, what's the
Night and Day,
yeah, Night and Day.
Night and Day.
And Smoke, what's the other one? The smoker with the stuff. Yeah, that's the one where he's smoking by himself there. I think about, is depressing, you get depressed and all that.
Right.
And that's what I think.
But with him being addressed, I'm interested to see what the hell he has to say on Certified Lover Boy.
Oh, Jesus. And that will do it for today's show. We will be back. Jesus, you got me thinking a whole different way about Kid Cudi now. I ain't even think I wasn't ready for that one. I thought you were talking about Lil Nas X at first.
No,
so
bro.
I was just about to say, I'm like, man, I think you mistaken, man. Not Kid
Cudi.
Player. Oh, dog.
No, player.
There you go. All right, man. So we'll be back Monday, same bad time, same bad channel from 8 until 10 Central Standard Time for another edition of Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks. You can check us out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Check out all the replays of the podcast and all our interviews so you'll never miss an episode. And we'll be broadcasting live tomorrow from Evans Motors, seeing what they got on sale out there. And if you come on out there, we'll be out there from about 10 to 11 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So if you come on out to Evans Motors, have some fun with us, check us out. Drop the name Nino. Drop your boy's name to them. They'll give you $100 off if you purchase a car from them. That'll do it for today's show, the week's show. It's been a blast. We'll see you on Monday. Peace.